welcome back to Snetterton after round 6 of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship. Christian, another podium finish for you. It's been a great weekend. Talk us through our last race, because it was a race right to the finish between you and Tommy for that final place on the podium.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with the round 5 of the championship. So I really wanted to make amends, and from pole position there, I knew that there's a lot of riders that had basically the same pace. So as long as I stayed somewhere near the front, then we'd be pretty good. And that was kind of the philosophy I went with, and it seemed to be working out pretty good. Josh came through, and I wanted to not let him through, so I got him back, and then Glenn came through, but Glenn had a bit more pace, to be honest with you. I was really weak in the last part of the track, and I was fully aware of it, so I knew there was someone going to have a go on the last lap. I didn't know who, but I was pretty much ready for it, but I just couldn't do anything different. I just thought I had to ride my own line, because I'd nearly been down there a few times anyway, trying to do things differently, so I figured I'd just do the same thing, and just got mugged a bit at the end, so it was a bit shame to lose second after a strong race, but it's been a positive weekend. 2 trophies and a watch is better than I've been used to for the last few years, so got to go home happy, and yeah, really pleased with the weekend, to be honest with you.
And you're third place in the standings ahead of the next round of the championship at Silverstone. Tell us a bit of your thoughts on the next races of the year.
Yeah, I can't wait for round 7, 8 and 9. Silverstone's a funny track. It's really short. It's, you know, the nature of BSB, everyone's so close, and obviously a short track with about 4 corners in it means it's going to be super, super tight. I just hope we can find a way around our niggles, but I'm fully aware that a lot of people have been struggling with a very similar thing, so it's sort of a race to find like some kind of key to unlock, you know, the setup that's gonna fix everything. So, you know, to finish where I did today, I feel good. So happy days. Roll on the next round.
Thank you, Christian.
Cheers.
Finishing in second place at round 6 of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship, it's Tommy Bridewell for the Oxford Products Racing Ducati team. Tommy, one better in the final race here at Snetterton, and that was a great last lap move on Christian. Talk us through it.
Yeah, no, I'm happy enough. It's been a very hard weekend, I'm not going to lie. I made it quite apparent that we struggled massively. Probably the hardest weekend I've had on the new V4 from starting with it last year. So it's been tricky, because when you come from Donington, like Christian just said, we managed to unlock that setting at Donington. Obviously, you then come here with confidence, thinking, right, well, if it worked at Donington, we'll translate that to our Snet setting. Job done, happy days, but it didn't. So all weekend we've been searching for a feeling that I had at Donington that we didn't find. So I guess ultimately, as much as I'm a bit of a nightmare for showing my true emotion of disappointment with the first 2 races this weekend, to finish the weekend with a second is not obviously what we all come for, but I'm happy enough. Glenn certainly was riding well and got to the front and pulled a bit of a gap. I kind of expected him to disappear, but then I kind of see that he kind of wasn't really going too far away. But you could visibly see the 3 Ducatis were struggling so bad with chatter, so bad. And I'm not saying Glenn wasn't, but there was nothing, you know, we could do about it. But hey, at the end of the day, points is what we're, you know, focused on. We're a nice strong second in the championship to Glenn. Maybe 20, 21 points perhaps behind now, something like that, around that area.
23 points.
23, all right, never mind. Mountain to climb. But credit to the Oxford Products Ducati team, because I do put them under pressure. We're here to win the championship, and we have to push hard to do that. So we'll keep our head down and try and find a solution for Silverstone.
And moving on to Silverstone and those next races of the year, do you think the problems you experience here at Snetterton may come back up again at Silverstone, or do you think that may be a bit more like Donington?
No, they will come back, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be a tricky weekend, but it's like any other weekend. We work through the process. We have problems, we fix them. We have problems, we fix them. So what will be a problem potentially on Friday, we'll you know, fix, and then we'll be strong Saturday, Sunday. So I really enjoy the new BSB format, where you have a race on Saturday and then 2 on Sunday. Yes, admittedly I feel a bit more worn out from it, emotionally and physically, but you get kind of free stabs at it, you know. So enjoying the way the series is working at the minute, and just got to keep pushing hard.
Thank you, Tommy.
Cheers.
And our fifth different race winner of 2020 Bennetts BSB, it's Glenn Irwin for Honda Racing. He's been pushing hard all throughout the first 6 rounds, finishing second at Donington, finishing second here. Glenn, how does it feel to be back on that top step of the podium?
Yeah, it feels really, really nice to be back on the top step. I felt on the cool down lap, I allowed myself, the 3 minute, probably 4 minutes by the time I come back to really enjoy it. But then our feet are back on the ground, so it was lots of celebration, lots of jubilation on the bike. Not so much emotion because the seconds we've had have felt like victories when we're thinking of the championship, and it's extending. We finished second on round 4, the first race of this weekend, and we go from 10 to 14 points, 14 to 18 point lead after round 5, and after this one now 23 points. So the seconds nearly feel as good when we look at it that way, but look, a victory is so sweet. So grateful to Honda Racing, the new Fireblades, a dream to ride. For me, it worked how I want the motorbike to work, and the fun I could have on it there. The boys are mentioning chatter, the Ducati guys. We're all struggling with it so bad. I think it's the new tyres. We know it's the new tyres, but my boys done something in that last session, and that was a big step forward. We could get to the front and control the pace. I was saying 0.5, 0.4, and that's enough when you know that on the last lap you can keep going strong. So yeah, over the moon with the weekend on a whole, not just this race. Thanks to everyone who stood by me. We keep working in the same way, keep our feet in the ground. Enjoy the moment, enjoy a kebab tonight or something. Spend some little recovery cycle tomorrow. Spend some time with my son and my girlfriend Laura, and I couldn't ask for any more. I'm really content, and I'm just trying to stay on that nice level. Lots of support around me, really enjoyable. Lots of support from Twitter, the fans, and thanks so much. Nice to battle with my brother Andrew there as well. We had some closer moves that time, but hard and fair. Like I say, like we always are. He's had some racing incidents. I'll stick by him, but I'm his brother. I'm always going to.
And you're also the winner of the Monster Energy Race of Aces trophy. How does that feel? Because I noticed on the way down to the press conference you were talking with James Whittam about the people that have won it before. How does that feel?
It's really great to win that. I thought after race 2 it was going to be difficult because Josh had beat me in the first 2 races, but I think we might have recovered the points we lost to Josh this weekend, which is really good. Perhaps maybe lost 2 or 3 to him, but after round 5, the second race of this weekend, it was looking quite hard. But I didn't realise he finished 4th or 5th wherever he was, and it's the names in that trophy. I think Jimmy Whittam, perhaps Mike Halewood, I think as well is on it. I had a little look, thought about it before I came here. When you think about these things, I think that's an inner confidence. I did believe, but we just focus race by race, and that attitude has gave us a lovely points haul of 58 points this weekend, and I'll take that. I think it's more than I scored last year.
And going to Silverstone now, you've been talking about how your confidence this year has been sky high with the Honda. How do you approach the next round?
Look, the same. We know the bike's now good at Donington. We know it's good at Snetterton. We tested at Cadwell, it was good there. Tested here, actually we struggled a little bit, a couple of months ago. But not a couple of months ago, whatever it was. Silverstone, we don't know. Last year, the Yamahas were strong. We've seen what happened with them in the last year. Suzuki very strong. I think it's a track that will suit Kyle Ride. I think I'd tip him for a podium nearly. But you don't know. This championship is unbelievable. What I do know is the guys we're fighting with at the front, they're mega riders, so much experience. It's so much fun racing with them. And again, that was an example of why BSB is the best racing in the world to watch right now.